Good morning. This is for the news release of Monday, January 7th, 2008, to whom it may concern. And a message from the United States Burn Support Organization by its CEO, Brandon Christopher Jones McGeer. This letter is to introduce and inform you of the United States Burn Support Organization, a nonprofit organization established in 2004 by two burn survivors who experienced the trauma of having been burned as children. Founded the organization due to the limited support and services and other resources available to survivors and their families. CEO Brandon Jones eagerly aspired to start an organization that would provide support for survivors and their families. The organization was created to support groups in hospitals. Was created to start support groups in hospitals that have assistant burn units and treatments for burn survivors. To also provide relief aid in disaster situations, such as providing food, clothing, and other amenities as a result of fire or burn-related causes. Educate and promote fire safety and burn prevention through seminars, school presentations, and informational pamphlets such as quarterly newsletters, brochures, and other publications. Provide financial support to send regional and international children to burn camps. The organization currently supports Camp Susquehanna of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and for the past 2 years have facilitated children with burns from Israel to attend the summer camp. The mission of the United States Burn Support Organization is to help those who have suffered minor to severe burn and their families rebuild their lives, which have been forever changed as a result of the burn injuries, to give survivors the utmost respect, compassion, and unconditional support by creating a safe haven where survivors and their families can begin the process of healing among a group of peers and other survivors experiencing related strengths and triumphs. To encourage and strengthen survivors to find acceptance and beauty within themselves so they can lead a healthy and productive lives. In return, they can teach others how to live in acceptance of others with disabilities. The United States Burn Support Organization has participated and engaged in sponsored events through the years to commemorate Fire Prevention Month, fire safety, and to recognize the fire companies, EMT, emergency management who serve, rescue, and protect in surrounding Philadelphia. The organization has honored for the past 3 years local fire companies such as the Springfield Volunteer Fire Company, the Washington Volunteer Fire Company in Conshohocken, Pennsylvania, and the Lincoln Volunteer Fire Company of White Marsh Township with a luncheon at the Outback Steakhouse, who has been a continuing sponsor for the event by donating its venue every year. The U.S. Burn Support Organization has also participated and volunteered for various charities and fundraisers such as the WHYY Channel 12 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in which it helped raise proceeds for the annual Pledge-a-thon in response to the California brush fires that displaced thousands of people and destroyed acres of land. The U.S. Burn Support Organization released emergency management funding to be of assistance to the burn centers for treatments and directed other useful resources to the Gulf from various places to California to serve in interesting places such as additional personnel to burn centers and so forth. As of July 20th, 2007, the United States Burn Support Organization has officially been adopted by the United Nations under consultative relations with the Economic and Social Council as a non-governmental organization. One purpose of the U.S. Burn Support Organization and the International Burn Support Organization representation and participation at the United Nations is to offer a more realistic range of services to the international burn community in areas of third world developing countries as classified by the United Nations. For these purposes, we have been asked to help on an international approach so that people with burns can live their lives in the hopes of acceptance and freedom of torture, abuse, and maltreatment on the basis of having a disability. The International Burn Support Organization and our representatives should have 3 seats consisting of 1 from the CEO of the U.S. Burn Support Organization and 2 seats remaining for persons knowledgeable in the areas of international law and other areas concerning disabilities. The United States Burn Support Organization was contacted by the United Nations to provide an insight into the burn community on an international approach. Its CEO, its chief executive officer, concurred and started planning on the multiple ways the International Convention on Persons with Disabilities could work towards persons with burns. During this process, the CEO was again contacted and asked if the United States Burn Support Organization had an official opinion and would like it to be added to the convention. Initially, the focus of the United States Burn Support Organization was to provide services to those who have sustained burn-related injuries primarily in the United States of America. However, acknowledging that there are millions of people in the world who have sustained burn-related injuries and should benefit from the services of the United States Burn Support Organization and the International Burn Support Organization. After aiding in the drafting of the Disability Convention, the CEO, in conjunction with the Executive Board, decided to create the International Burn Support Organization through the United Nations in hopes that people with burns worldwide will be able to receive and benefit from the necessary and appropriate care of their burn-related injuries, in addition to providing support services that would also consist of promoting awareness of burn and fire prevention. Without support services and awareness prevention, burn-related injuries and causes will continue to be a fatal epidemic, affecting and claiming lives of many throughout the world. As part of the International Burn Support Organization involvement with the United Nations, it is so that people can begin to learn how to relate to others who have suffered from burn-related trauma, to be our support and hope vastly to countries around the world who lack modern and life-saving treatments, in addition to create change by emphasizing the rights of humanity among the people with burns and disabilities by giving the disabled the respect and dignity for which they deserve. My name is Brandon Christopher Jones, and I am the CEO of the U.S. Burn Support Organization. Thank you, and have a good week. And as always, please remember to remain burn and fire safe.